I would say I was getting paid about, I can't believe I'm telling you guys. Welcome to it. I asked you guys what types of videos you wanted to see, and you guys wanted to learn a little bit more about the process of being a YouTuber and coming up with video ideas, what I do on a day-to-day basis, how I stay inspired, a little bit about all the equipment I use. So I thought I would just do a little vlog talking you guys through some of my video planning and then other things. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Okay, so I am sitting down right now planning out my videos for the rest of the month and the upcoming month because it is the end of the month. I personally post twice a week on my YouTube channel on Thursdays and Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I will show you guys a fun little tip. If you are a YouTuber, you can actually go into your analytics on your YouTube and see what days people are on YouTube, at least out of your viewers. Let me show you. So here it's showing the times that my viewers are personally on YouTube the most. Sundays around starting at noon until 5 p.m. which is good because I post at 1 p.m. and Thursdays around 3, and which is actually kind of interesting because last time I looked it said that there were a lot of people on at 1 p.m. which is why I post on Thursdays at 1, but now it's saying only many as compared to very many, so maybe I need to rethink my posting schedule. I actually have this little thingy right here. It's called TubeBuddy. It's a little extension and it does tell me the best time it thinks. So Sundays at 1 p.m. and also Thursdays at 1 p.m. still. So I don't know, kind of interesting. Let's see what times it think I should live stream. Cool. I have been live streaming lately. I did it once and I loved it. So I might have to pick a day where I actually do it every day. I can go and look at how many of my subscribers have the post notification bell turned on. And it actually even shows me what other videos you guys are watching. So what other YouTubers, my friend Lauren, my friend Hannah, other YouTubers that I know and love. So it's kind of interesting to see what videos you guys are also clicking on, like resets, productive vlogs, planning, because then that can also get me some inspiration for videos to post too. So something along the lines, obviously resets, planning, productivity, you guys have been loving. Okay, I found the spot where it also shows me what channels you guys watch the most. So love all these girls, they're so cute. So I can look through all these and see. Some of them I've actually not heard of before, so I need to do some researching. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting to look at. Okay, so where I was going with that is you guys asked a lot about how I come up with video ideas and find inspiration for those. So a lot of the times I will sit and think, like, if I was one of you guys watching a YouTube channel, what would I want to see? And then I will write down all those ideas. And I keep all my ideas written down on a Notion page that I have. Very simple, very basic, just a little spread here. And I have YouTube ideas, TikTok, Instagram ideas, photo shoots, and then my content calendar. So if I click on YouTube ideas, all of them are gonna come up and I just add to this endless list so that whenever I need to think of a video to film for the week, I will just reference this and pick out the videos and plan it on the content calendar. So some of these videos are ones that I am just never even going to do, but I wrote them down anyways. So don't judge if you see some of them. Other ways I find inspiration are just going on my homepage or my subscription page and looking at what other types of videos other people that are similar to me are posting. I'll look at their videos, watch them, see if it matches my vibe too. And obviously I never copy anybody's video at all. I used to hate that so much when I was first starting this channel and people would copy me. But I do like find inspiration in what other people are doing, and especially, you know, trends going around, making sure that I see those. And then the last way that I get video ideas is just by asking my audience. So whether that's on YouTube, like a little community post asking what you guys want to see, or I do it a lot on my Instagram stories. I'll put a little question box and ask you what videos you want to see. That's how I came up with this video idea. I had no idea this is something you guys would want to see. So then once I have all of the videos written out and typed out, I will open up my content calendar and plan out which days are gonna be which videos. So I need to spend some time and do that because I am scrambling lately on what the heck to post. So we are gonna take some time and plan out what videos I'm gonna post. So I'm gonna show you guys. I honestly used to gatekeep my ideas so hard because I didn't want other people copying me or doing the videos before I got the chance to. And then I heard the advice that obviously like nobody's going to be able to copy and make your video like you are because you're you, and no matter what, that makes you different and special. So people are gonna watch my videos anyways because they're made by me. So that always gave me a lot of comfort. So honestly, I don't even care if you guys see what the videos are. Maybe it'll make you excited for what's coming up this next month. So yeah, let's plan out some videos. So now I'm doing something that I actually learned in college, and that is figuring out my content pillars. So basically, any video idea that I come up with, I want it to fall under one of these different pillars. I have the 4 main ones, and then I kind of wrote out some sub pillars that I feel like kind of have to do with my channel, but then also aren't a huge main things. I wrote these down to put next to me while I was coming up with ideas, just to make sure I'm staying on track with my content. I also always try to make sure to take notes right here in this section if there's anything I know I want to include in a video. Okay, we just planned out the videos. I'm feeling so good. We have it planned all the way into March, so that's amazing. I tried to get a good mix in there. I really wanted to post more Apple content in March. February, because I'm doing a podcast interview and it's like an Apple focused podcast, so I wanted to have more Apple stuff on my channel for once that goes live. And then I looked and I literally have 2 videos planned for all of February that are Apple, so we'll see. I might have to make some adjustments. All right, feeling so good that we got that planned. Now let's go do our next thing of the day. Go out to my office because I do have an office now, which is amazing and I love it. So we need to go out there, get some work done in there. Out of my office now. I thought we'd sit down and have a little chat about things and answer some of your guys' most asked questions. Drinking my little latte. It's white chocolate mocha with the raspberry. So good. So festive for Valentine's Day coming up. I'm like nervous. I don't know why. I feel like it's just not things that people talk about is like the real things of being a YouTuber, like how much money we make or like behind the scenes of stuff. So I'm like nervous. But at the end of the day, this is my job. So I mean, I feel like it's not any different than those people on TikTok who break down their salary, like budget with me as a nurse who makes $78,000. Like, I feel like people are becoming more transparent with their pay and budgeting and stuff like that. So making me feel like it's okay to start talking about it now that I'm an adult and it's like okay to be making adult money. Also, in no way am I comparing my job to a nurse or saying that my job as an influencer is hard. I know there's been a lot of controversy about that online, and I personally realized that this job is a blessing. It's a blessing that I get to work from home and sip my lattes in front of a camera. Like, I am so blessed to be able to do this, so don't get anything twisted. I just want you guys to have the information and knowledge of what is out there possibly for you guys if you wanted to start a YouTube channel. I don't know, maybe get a little inspired. So okay, let's get into this. Also, so again, not saying that the job is hard, but it did take a lot of determination and effort to get to where I'm at. I worked extremely hard to get my channel to where it is. Like, I was grinding so hard in my first early months as a student still in college. I don't know. Basically, I did put a lot of work to get into the spot that I'm at. Did not blow up overnight. I've almost actually had this channel for 5 years now, which is insane to think about. It does not feel like it's that long. But it took a lot of time to build my platform, build this community that we have here, figure out what videos you guys wanted to see and what videos I was passionate about making. So yeah, I'm not a crazy success story that like blew up overnight. This has been years in the making. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through some of the questions on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me there, definitely do it because I involve you guys a lot in my videos like this. So how did you learn to edit and strategy? I was a self-taught editor, so I figured this all out on my own just through trial and error. I started on iMovie, I think, and then eventually moved to Final Cut Pro. And something that nobody tells you about is when you get Final Cut Pro, like I first downloaded this because I knew all of the YouTubers that I looked up to used this to edit, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. And once I download it, it's gonna be smooth sailing. I'm gonna know how to edit my videos like they do, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be laid out for me. Absolutely not. not. It was not. I don't know why I thought that. I was literally so confused the first time that I opened it up. I didn't even know how to open up and start a project. I watched countless tutorials on how to set up libraries and set up just the settings, and then learning how to add in titles and customizing things. So I learned to edit by just watching a bunch of tutorials on YouTube and just kind of figuring it out, I guess. And then strategy, kind of the same thing. Honestly, like when I tell you I was grinding when I first started, I was grinding. I was soaking up any knowledge that I could. I was watching endless tutorials and videos on like the how to start a YouTube channel, taking everybody's advice, writing it down, taking notes. I had a whole journal just full of everything. I was so excited and always inspired. So that is also where I kind of learned the strategy on like the SEO and stuff like that, was just through other people's YouTube videos. So I would highly recommend starting there. Even if you have to watch 100 videos, usually one at least has something helpful that you might not have known before, and just taking notes, keeping track, and that's how I kind of learned everything. Okay, the next question is, how do I get brand deals? And this now currently is through my management team. So I am signed with a management and they work it all out and the brands, and they figure it out. They pitch me the rate and then I say yes or no, and then I get the information from the brief and I do it. That's how it works now. But before I had a management team, you guys, I was getting scammed so bad. So bad. I did not know how much money to be charging because I was literally 19, maybe 20, probably 19, and I just didn't know. I was, 19. I had only ever worked part-time jobs. So literally companies would reach out to me, which I was excited about in the first place. I was like, heck yes, I love free things. I'll do this for free sometimes because I just loved getting free products. Or if they mentioned payment, I was literally taking sponsorships for $50, you guys. $50 each. And that is just so bad to think about. And I had one brand that was like, we love your content. We want to secure deals with you for the next like 4 months. Let's do it. I was like, oh my gosh, a brand thinks that I am that reliable that they want to sponsor videos for me every month. This is awesome. I literally did them for $100 each. And that was like when I was actually starting to get traction and like blowing up a little bit. And so when I finally signed with my management team, they're like, oh, okay, you have this one to finish up before we start and take over. Like, what were the contracts and deals with that? Like, so we know for the future if we want to work with them. I was like, oh, I've been doing like $100 each, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, are you kidding me? So that, yeah. It's hard. It's just really hard at the beginning. Like just now, people are starting to talk about the pay transparency on how much sponsorships cost and how much people deserve to be getting paid. So yeah, I literally had no idea what I was doing. But now the management team solves it all for me. So love that. The next question is, what do you do when you aren't seeing the results that you want? And honestly, that one is like so relevant to me right now. As a creator, I feel like growth comes in waves. That's what I've always told myself. There will be really low lows. There will be really high highs. There will be just kind of waving it out in the middle. So whenever I'm not like just being honest, lately my views have been down compared to like a few years ago, or even just months ago. So I just kind of take that advice of growth comes in waves. You never know when your next big thing is going to be. It often feels like I'm not in control, so I do whatever I can to feel like I'm in control, which is just remaining consistent, posting twice a week when I say I'm gonna post, putting as much effort as I can into producing high quality content and content that I'm proud of, and just seeing what happens. So I don't know, it's very discouraging, like especially when you're first starting, if your results aren't exactly what you wish for off the bat, but it just takes a lot of determination and strength to just keep going and pushing through and hoping for the best to happen eventually. Again, like I think it took me, about like 8 months until I started seeing actual progress. Like I started my channel in February of 2019, but then I didn't start getting, so maybe a year. I didn't actually start making money until March of 2020 when COVID hit. So definitely took a little bit of time there, and I was just going at it because I loved the community. So again, all about the people and making sure that you are catering to your audience, trusting them and loving them and talking with them, because I feel like that's just one of my favorite things, is having a community of you guys. Okay, how is it possible to make money on YouTube? This is one of the things that I just like did not understand, is how people actually are making money off the internet. I'm gonna go into the actual ways of how people make the money. So first off is direct brand deals, which we kind of talked about a little bit. Those are when a brand, let's say, I don't know, Canon, the cameras, they come to me and they're like, hey, we would love for you to showcase our new camera in one of your videos. Here is X amount of money. We would like it to be 2 minutes long, talk about these 5 bullet points here, and then this is the call to action at the end, which is like, shop now and the link in my bio and use my code Julia for 50% off, whatever. And then, so I would then place the little sponsorship in one of my videos and post it on my channel. So it's helpful to the brands because they are able to easily target however many people the said influencer usually targets that easily, and it goes across so many people that are actually, like, if you think about it, if Canon puts a sponsorship on me, I am a creator, my audience is like around 20-ish year old women who are inspiring and sometimes might even want to start a YouTube channel, and then also tech. So they're like, okay, your audience is basically people who we want to sell our product to. So it's like perfect for brands to literally target the exact people they want so easily, I guess. So that's what a brand sponsorship is. And then they pay people that amount of money. And yes, I do think it is a ridiculous amount of money sometimes that these brands are paying. But if you think about it in that way, they are targeting their exact audience sometimes. If you think about the money that companies spend on other advertising, like billboards and running ads and commercials, like that type of budget, just spread out in a different way. I think that's also why there's so much money involved, is because they're spending their normal marketing budget other ways. I don't know, so it's all very confusing. I do have a podcast episode coming out with somebody in February, and I do talk about what my highest paying sponsorship ever was in that little vodcast, so you just have to watch that for the tea. But I will say, since my views have been down lately, just being so honest, like I have not had any sponsorships yet in 2024, which is terrifying. That's just one thing about being a creator, is you never, like, nothing's ever guaranteed. So when your views go down, that means your income is going down, and it just gets scary sometimes because it's like life doesn't stop for me. I still have a mortgage to pay and bills, so yeah. It's kind of scary sometimes, but just being real. But back when I was getting sponsorships, I will tell you guys, like, my average, I would say I was getting paid about around $3,000 per sponsorship. So yeah, which is just crazy to think about. I can't believe I'm telling you guys. And when you stack multiple sponsorships each month, you get where I'm going with this. It's craziness. But then, like I said, there'll be some months or multiple months where I don't have any now, so ooh, scary. But just so you guys have an idea for how it all works. So that's one way, is that. And then the other way that I usually make a lot of my income is through Google AdSense, which are the ads that you guys see before, sometimes during and after my videos. This is the same for any YouTuber you watch. They make money off those ads. So when you hear some people saying like, don't skip my ads, it's because we make more money. I think, I'm pretty sure it makes more sense when you guys don't skip the ads, because obviously advertisers that are putting out these commercials on the YouTube, whatever, however that works, obviously they'll pay more money the longer that somebody actually watches their ads. So somehow it all funnels down and the YouTubers make money off of the commercials that are playing. So this ranges so crazy. I do not have a monthly average on, but like an example of what I could give you guys for how much I make a month off AdSense, because it's so different. I have had insane months, like when my iOS 14 video came out and that got 9 million views, where I made a ton. Like, I pass out every time I think about the amount of money. But then I've also had months like this past month where I am just barely scraping by to be able to pay myself. So again, everything ebbs and flows, never know what's gonna happen. So I feel like those are the two main ways that at least YouTubers make money. And then there's also affiliate links. So when people are like, go to my Amazon storefront or click the link below, it's usually an affiliate link. So I can make a percentage of money off of whatever you're purchasing. I made a bunch, like this used to be a big thing for me back in 2021. I was making a lot of money off of affiliate links, but now I barely make like $100 maybe off of them. So that's another way I feel like it's a very popular way. Okay, I've been sitting down for way too long. I wanted to also show you guys some of my favorite equipment and give you a little camera tour, I guess, because I had some questions about what I film on, especially when I like leave the house, what type of camera I take. Here is all reliable. Sorry, my office is a mess, but this is the Canon M50, and then I have another lens. This is the 11 to 22, so this is like a wide angle lens. I love this camera. I think this is the first one I ever upgraded to, and I just love that I can change the lenses out. It's very easy to use. I film sit down videos with this one, and then I also take this one out of the house because I think it still usually fits in my purse. It's huge, but it does. I make it work. So, love this one. Okay, I have a few over here. This one right here is my Sony ZV-1. I got this one because I was going to get the Canon G7X, but then I heard that this one was better, like quality-wise. So I bought this one a while ago. I do love it. It's, again, portable, so I do take this one with me sometimes. The quality on this one is insane, but I will say, for some reason, my footage is always very shaky whenever I'm filming with this one. So I don't usually reach for this one as much because my vlog footage is always so shaky. Unless there's something I can do to fix that, I don't know. This one is just a little film camera that I got to take photos, especially during like our whole wedding era. I brought this to try and take cute photos, so I really only use this one for photos. Next, we have my Canon EOS R8 that I just got from Best Buy. I love this one. I've been using this one for photos, especially. It's so good. Here's a few that I've taken. I'm about to do a whole photo shoot in my office once it's finished of like, you know, cute vibes, branding, all that stuff with it. And I have used it to vlog and especially sit down videos when I want the quality to be a bit nicer. I use this one. And this one over here is kind of the same boat. I use this one for sitting down videos, sit down videos, or my unboxings because the quality is just very nice. It has a very nice blur in the background of whatever I'm doing, and it's just nice again. So I use this one for an extra angle when unboxing specifically, but it's huge. Like, this one is definitely not one that I take around with me day to day. And then I always recommend having extra camera batteries. So this is a charger that holds 2 batteries. The other one's somewhere lost in my purse right now for the camera that I'm currently using, my M50. So I have spare batteries because the batteries die so fast whenever I'm vlogging, especially everyday vlogs. So being able to quickly just pop it out of this camera and put in a new one and then charge the old one, so when they die, just keep switching them around. Very, very helpful. Okay, I also just had somebody ask, do I think my channel content needs to change in order for me to keep growing? And to that, I literally just don't know. I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, I always want my content to serve people in some way, whether that's being inspiring, motivating, giving you guys little tips to be able to customize your MacBook. But then it's also so hard because a lot of people also just want to see vlogs. And so, I don't know, that's where I feel like it's kind of a rocky thing. Being a YouTuber is trying to figure out what the heck the people want to see and what personally I would like to post to make me fulfilled and happy, I guess. So I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're looking at my channel right now, what types of videos do you think you would want to see? I don't know what type of content change that would even be. I don't know. That's definitely one of the undecided, unknown things of this job is I feel like my purpose as a YouTuber has gotten lost. Like, I don't know where to go from here. I've been posting some of the videos that I've posted at the beginning, like my what's on my iPad tips, stuff like that, and it's literally like not worked, and I thought that's what people wanted to see, but I just don't know. It's hard. So just again, being honest, I have been very lost lately in my content and what to post, and it makes me definitely want to start exploring other things to do with my life. Obviously still always doing YouTube, but also finding something else to do with my life, to have something, I don't know, like I'm thinking of starting my own business and doing that to have more of a purpose. This has just turned into a brain dump, but that's what it's like to be a YouTuber, at least in my experience. It's just always a lot of, I don't know what's going on. I can't tell if this is going to be enough to sustain me for the rest of my life or not. Like, that's something I also think about, is the longevity of YouTube and content creation, is how long will I be able to do this with, and I mean same goes for other people, like how long is the influencing career gonna stick around? I don't know. Then again, this could also just be like the beginning of my career. I could post something tomorrow, or maybe this video goes viral, you never know, and my life completely changes again, like mine did with the iOS 14 video. It's always so exciting that literally anything could happen at any time and change your life completely. That's what it's like to be a YouTuber. If you guys have any other questions along the line as I'm talking, definitely comment them below. I'm down to answer anything. I know this is a career path that a lot of people are always curious about, so I'd love to help you out with any questions because I didn't really have anyone to ask when I was first starting my journey. I was so lost and so confused with everything, so I'm here for you guys. But as for like my day-to-day routine as a YouTuber, it varies each day, but since I post twice a week, I kind of have filming days and editing days so that it's kind of locked out on a routine. A lot of you guys are asking about like my hours and how I kind of have a work-life balance, and honestly since graduating college it's just gotten a lot easier. I have the 9 to 5 hours usually because my husband goes to work every day and he works 9 to well, no, 8 to 5. So when he's gone, I take that as my work time too, so it's kind of nice. I'm on a little schedule. That being said, sometimes when he does get home at 5, I still have stuff to do. Like if I film the whole day, then I need to edit to like get a video up the next day. It just varies, but I would say I am working almost every day of the week. Sometimes I take Mondays as my Sundays because I usually work on Sundays since I post a video. Like if I'm usually almost always editing the video that's going up that day Sunday morning. It varies a lot, but I don't really have any complaints. Like I said, since I'm not doing schoolwork and I don't have any other sort of job, this is my job, it's gotten so much easier to manage my time and actually spend time and effort on my videos and on my channel. So it's definitely a blessing being able to just do this full time. Sometimes it can get a little lonely because I'm just alone all day working, but I like to think of it as I get to talk to you guys. I feel like I'm just on FaceTime with one of my friends right now, just talking to my camera. And if I'm ever lonely, I usually will just go to a coffee shop and work from there. Or if one of my sisters is home, I'll sit and edit with them. I don't know, I kind of like being alone and I like being independent. So I don't really mind being out here alone in my office all day. I love getting to be my own boss. I figured out that I just cannot work well under the command of other people. So this is honestly perfect for me. And it's also kind of why I want to start my own business. I always knew as a kid that I wanted to do that someday, and I am already doing it. Like I do have a business technically and legally, but I also, again, something a little more where I can really start something and grind on it like I did this YouTube channel. I kind of really just love the journey. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, this is my office. I am in the middle of decorating it and getting it all set up, so I definitely need to work on that. I always keep struggling to find the time to spend on decorating my office because I'm always filming or editing my 2 videos for the week. I think I might honestly stop filming this video for today, pick it back up tomorrow, and work on my office because I'm really excited about it right now and inspired, so I kind of want to take that and run with it. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm back. It's the next day. I wanted to show you a little bit more about the behind the scenes of what I do. Right now, I just filmed a little Instagram reel because not only does being a YouTuber mean like posting on YouTube, but at least for me, using other platforms is very crucial in a way because you just need to be able to interact with your community in more ways than just one. Personally, that's what I feel like. So I also do Instagram and TikTok, and then I also have a Pinterest and just really any social media platforms. It's always nice to get a head start and jump on those when new ones pop up. Anyway, so I am making an Instagram reel today for Apple. It is about 40 years of Mac because, like I said, part of my content is Apple, so I put on my little Apple Park shirt and I just filmed a reel. So I filmed it, got out my little microphone so that it'd be good quality because it echoes so bad in my office. I need a rug and I need some. I got like this thing that is supposed to be a sound absorption panel. Sorry, creaking around here. But honestly, it doesn't really do much. Maybe I just need more of them, put them on the ceilings or stuff. I don't know. Anyways, so I did that, and then I just put all of the footage into CapCut on my phone so I could just edit it real fast on here, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's quickly get this done so we can get this live. That one TikTok that's like, it's like a picture of a kitchen, it's like where they cook, then it flips and it's a picture of something and I'm like where I cook, so it's gonna be like me customizing my devices. I think it'll be funny. Just posted the TikTok of the Mac 40 anniversary and you guys are loving it. It's so cute actually, like I was getting emotional filming it, but that's what I've been up to. It's just making random content out in the office today. Okay, put on a little sweatshirt. Oh my gosh, the battery's dead. Okay. Put in a new battery. Out of my office, I just made a nice cup of tea because it's so cold in here. Well, it's cold everywhere right now in Indiana because it's winter, but you guys asked some more questions, so I thought I could take just a little bit more time and answer a few of those. Okay, starting off with, do you plan on doing this your whole life? And the answer to that is yes, I think I'm always going to be continuing to create content to preserve memories and obviously monetize it as long as I can. Kind of going off what I was talking about yesterday, I'm not sure how well it'll be able to financially support me forever, but no matter what, I'm still going to keep doing YouTube just because I love it. I love posting videos. I love talking to you guys. I love getting to watch back old memories of things that I've done, and I'm very excited to eventually, someday whenever I have kids, to be able to show them all of my life from high school until then. So I just feel like that's a very special aspect of it, but Something that I have been working on, you guys are gonna be the first to know, is I think I'm going to start a small little advertising agency where I do social media for companies, mostly small businesses that need it. It'll probably mostly be businesses around my hometown and local things, but I don't know. We'll see once I announce it if other people are interested, but I am very excited about it. I've been working on logos and names and a whole plan for that. So I will also be doing that on top of YouTube, I think, is the plan. Was there ever a sponsorship that you regretted? Now, I'm not gonna answer that. I don't think I can legally say any of that. I have had sponsorships that have been hard, or sometimes the brands are asking a little too much and it gets kind of frustrating on my end, but I've never had anything that I like regret doing. I do, on the other hand, have one that I regret passing up, and I wanted to tell you guys about this. I wonder if I still have the text. Oh, so sad. Hey, we've been talking with this company called Aura and they're maybe interested. Would you be interested in working with them? I did my research, so we're talking about Aura ring. This was back in 2021, before they kind of became popular. I said, I think I'll pass on Aura just because the rings are made out of titanium. My family and I are very picky with our jewelry metals. And now, looking back, I'm like, dang, I should have done it. That would have been so cool, because now I kind of want to try one out. But the reason I passed was because when I worked at my family's jewelry store, one ring that they told me to always proceed with caution about was things that are made out of titanium, because you can't get them off, something like without cutting them off, like if they get stuck, and then even then they're like hard to cut off or something. I don't remember the specifics. So when I saw that it was made of titanium, I was like, I'm just gonna pass to be safe. And now I'm like, dang, that would have been so cool. And now I would have had an Aura ring to talk about and show you guys. So bummed that I passed up on that opportunity back in 2021. Do you struggle to keep free time separate to work when anything could be content? Honestly, this is something that I really struggled with at the beginning of my channel. Was I could not separate work from life in general, and yeah, when your life is your content, it is hard to just not film everything that happens, and then you're just stuck in a constant cycle of working. But I think I'm definitely better at that now. I've learned after almost 5 years how to separate it and to choose what things are content in my life, and I actually kind of like having some privacy and having some things to myself now, so I don't post everything, which has been nice. So I think I've learned. Do you ever sometimes feel ashamed in front of people? I get so awkward when vlogging in public, but I do it anyways and just try to get it over with. I saw Fernanda Ramirez, she was talking about this on her Instagram stories once. Somebody asked her and she was like, I would rather feel awkward and embarrassed for the 30 seconds that it takes to film a clip out in public than get home and regret not having any footage from that fun thing that I did. And I was like, that is so true, because if I don't get a clip of something that I was doing that I really wanted to, I am so sad afterwards, because I'm like, dang it, that was so cool. I wish I would have just gotten over it and vlogged it. So I think that's something that has helped me, but I still feel awkward the whole time. But then on the other hand, it is kind of fun, because if somebody were to ask me, I have to say, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber, I have a YouTube channel, I post about this, and it's kind of like free advertising. Okay, I think that's enough for now. We've talked about a lot in this vlog. Okay, anyways, it's time to start editing. I need to edit this video that we're currently filming because I'm posting it tomorrow. So I need to get my hard drive out, SD card. Okay. I keep this microphone handy because I do voiceovers sometimes, so that's what that's for. Time to open up Final Cut Pro. All right, put this lady in. And we are ready to start editing. Alright, I've been editing this video. I just got done with the whole talking part. You guys, who let me yap that long? I did not realize this video was gonna be so long. I'm so sorry. Unless you guys like the longer videos, I don't know, I never know. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little TV episode, because that's where we're at this point. It's probably gonna be a long video. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here just because it's so long. If you guys enjoyed it here, I would love if you subscribe and hang out a while. It again really helps me out and helps grow my channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment the camera emoji if you've made it to this part, and I'll see you in my next video.